don't sink through and collapse through your support leg as you kick. So I'll freeze the image here. As you kick, you want to be totally straight in your position. Don't sink down. Now, when we do the movement, you have to pull back, twist the saber so the edge comes up, so your palm is up, and pull with the elbow. So your elbow comes back, your left hand comes on top of the right hand. You pull it back, left hand comes down at the same time, and you kick with the heel at the same time. Yourself as narrow as possible. Why? Because then you have longer range and you also present less of a target. What you also want to do is try to have this line of pressure where you are pushing yourself forward from all the way from pushing off your back foot to the knee, from the knee to the hip, from the hip to the opposite shoulder, through the arm, and then through towards the point of the saber. So that is the way that you would coordinate the body mechanics to get a powerful stabbing motion towards the attacker, while at the same time, as I pointed out, you want to get your body as narrow as possible so that the arm goes all the way back and you're presenting basically the most narrow side of your body, the side of your ribs on the left side, basically stepping behind it completely. That is the goal. So let's resume. When I start, this is where he attacks me. Now, when I do the technique, I step out of that frame. So what you see is that I completely stepped out of the frame where he started. So now I am completely different. I am right here. So I moved off to the side. So what happened is that his attack was aimed in this direction, and I stepped off at about a 45-degree angle and I deflected inwards to make sure that his attack keeps going forward. That is what I try to achieve. In theory, this is very easy. In application, it's a little bit more difficult, but that is what we're trying to do. Now, from here, what I want to do, I want you to imagine that his saber, his sword, his spear, whatever it is right there. And what I try to do next is...
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a small timing issue. It's not wrong per se when you do it that way. I'm just, as you guys know, there's different ways of doing our form. I just show it this way because I want to have everything, you know, again, we're still doing the form beginner level. That's the only thing we've been doing so far. All the forms at beginner level. So we don't add too much complexity. So we don't want to have too much fluidity too soon, because then people skip parts and you lose a part of the form. So what we want to have is here very explicitly have this part. Then I have this part, and then I go all the way into brush knee to here, and then the rest. So you emphasize certain parts. I emphasize making sure that I have this, and now everything else starts moving. Right? Okay, Eric, you go again.